Hi, we are the TV series group and now we are going to show you how we have done all this work. We are 4 members, Urania, me, Manel, Marta and Josep. I am Manel Cot, I am 16 and I did it on the 3rd of February. I'm fond of basketball and football and I also like going out with friends and knowing new people.
I'm Urania, I'm 16 and I live in Mataró. I am an only child and I do theatre since I was 6.
Hello, my name is Marta. I am 15. I was born in Barcelona. I am an only child. I like dancing and draw.
Hello, I am Josep Andreu, I am 15. I love music, I play the violin since I was 3, and my dream of this year is can go to the USA.
I'm going to explain to you the interview, what we do to the Catalan person who stay in America. The first part, his name is Marcel Lopez, he's 24 years old, and he was born in Lleida. He passed to high school years in Ireland, and then he go to study to Barcelona engineering degree. Now he lives in USA and in California. And he received an economic help from the Generalitat de Catalunya and from the University of California. Also, some Catalan people who live there gave a lot of information that he needed. He didn't have any problem because there the people is very friendly and warm. But for get the papers for work, and he has to send some documentation. The beginning his life in USA, he didn't feel bad. He know other Catalan people who stay there. His university found him a place to live. The most interesting thing for his the overall work experiences there because there are a lot of tech projects. However, not everything is working in California. Also, he is an ardent and a hands-on supporter. One of his experiences was the problem for understanding the Californian lingo, but then he began to absorb their phraseology. He feels welcome there. The people are very warm, and they greet you even if they don't know you. His opinion of the American dream was he is creating his successful medical engineering company and has a home in Santa Monica, a place where he is in Los Angeles. Since he was young, he wants to do the American dream. A topic of the USA life that he knows these people there were very self-centered, but obvious to the rest of the world. But he defends his Californian fellows and he says it isn't true.
Definitions is that if you work hard and fight, you can have a good future. The United States is considered the land of opportunities. It is a multiracial country. The 18th century was a very important period for the USA because they got their independence from England. In the 20th century, Latin Americans went to the north thinking that they would find a better life and better conditions. When they arrived, then realized that it was only a dream. In this century, there are a lot of representative people. For example, Martin Luther King, that he fought for racial equality, one of the ideas of the American dream.
I will explain you some things about the businessmen and business in the USA. In all of the history, United States was a country of opportunities. A lot of very important companies and business like Nike, Microsoft, Coca-Cola are from USA. Actually, the United States of America are the richest country in the world and have one of the most modern technology and a lot of important business. For it, many people work hard. But not all the people are equal. At first, are two different kinds of people, the rich businessmen and the workers. In American society, the television is a very powerful way for transmit ideas. Of course, the television, specifically the TV series, can show to the world a very clear idea about the United States, the American dream, and the American way of life. We have worked with The Simpsons and Friends. There are a very popular American TV series in the USA and in all the world. Both series have things in common and differences. In general, the two series show two particular views of American society. In Friends, for example, we can find triumphant young people, all white, handsome, rich, more or less, with some minor problems like love or problems with friends or things like that. But in The Simpsons, we can find an entire society with people with different personalities, and in general, it's like a critical of American society. It's like a psychological study of society in cartoons for the TV series around the world.
I am going to tell you about Friends. Friends is a very popular comedy in the USA. It is also a dramatic series because they also have problems. There are six main characters that are Ross, Chandler and Joey, and Monica, Rachel and Phoebe. They are all successful, winners, and this series is very popular because they represent a figure that people want to be.
The particularities of The Simpsons. This series has been created for the American families, and all of the families of different places of the world can realize it as they are seen reflected. This series is a form of criticize the reality life in USA. There are a lot of successes that we can find in the similar position. The creators of this series want to make us think about this. This series has had a lot of successful because it takes part in our life, and it is very important because the people like a series which they can be identified. In the series is represented the American life with the funniest part. We have the head of the family. Homer doesn't have studies and he must work in a central nuclear. But however, his family lives in a big house with a garden and they have two cars. The house that they live are a typical American house. Marge is a housewife. She wants the best for their family and her town. The sisters of Marge, Patty and Selma, want to be married, but they all the times that we're going to marry are for money or interest. It reflects a corrupt world like Clown Krusty, a corrupted clown. He is only interested in money and women. He doesn't think about the children.
Friends and The Simpsons are two typical American series that reflect everyday life through humor, but they are essentially different. While Friends only pretend that people enjoy it and have fun, The Simpsons do social criticism and make people reflect on it.
The Dead Poets Society film showed us a not very common school in the USA, not very common in Catalonia. It is a rich school and it's very strict.
Chess Collegiate's campus is bigger than satorras campus. In Chess Collegiate, there are lower, middle and upper levels, but in IAS Alexandra Satorras, there are only secondary levels. In Chess Collegiate, there are about 5,000 students, 500. And in our high school, there are more or less 1,000 students. Chess Collegiate is financed 73% by parents because they pay tuition according to the level, and Satorras is financed 100% by the government because ours is a public high school and we haven't any tuition.